Went out to MV Skate Shop today and I got a new deck. My birthday was over a week ago, but this is a deck I got for my birthday. Just got it today though. And you can see there, made a grip graphic again. Lynyrd Skynyrd 30th anniversary album cover. My markers kind of putted out after that, especially my blue one. I couldn't even color those in. So maybe if I can get that blue marker working again, or if I get a new blue paint marker, it'll work out fine, and I'll just make it look a lot better. But it looks pretty nice as it is. You know, I can kind of see like a little blue down there. May go along with the leathers like it does in the album. This deck is 8.19, and it is a Baker. I've been skating Bakers a lot recently, and great decks. You'll see a review that I've already recorded onto my JVC camera. Right now I'm using my phone, and it's kind of like a consistency review because I've skated this is my 4th Baker total. I'll be getting another one sometime soon. And deck-wise, I know you guys want me to. I already said in the past, I'm gonna be trying all the major deck companies, which I am gonna. I've already skated pretty good number of them, and there's a lot that are good. I've only had a few decks that I wasn't satisfied with, and a lot of them that I've had so far are great. And I've gotten a lot of requests to try a Plan B, and I am going to try a Plan B, and also requests to do a P2. If I get a P2 deck, I think I might get a Santa Cruz P2. I don't know. That's what I just feel like getting, but when I get a Plan B, not if I get a Plan B, I'm going to get a Plan B. When I get one, it's going to be a Torrey Pudwill Plan B. The reason for that is because the Torrey Pudwill Plan Bs, typically when I see them, they typically have a pointier shape than the other Plan Bs. Plan Bs, when I look at them, they're usually more rounded, and I like those pointy shapes. So that's what I'll go for a pointier shaped Plan B, and it seems to be that the T-Puds are pointier. Like Nathan Jones, he had a T-Puds, and I skated around on it and cruised around on it at Willow one day, and I was like, hey, this deck is pretty nice. It actually feels somewhat similar to a Baker. And so that's what I'm going to try. Even though Plan B and Baker are totally made by totally different companies altogether, but the shape of it made it feel kind of similar, so I was like, hey, y'all like this deck. So that's the type I'm going to skate. And this one, yeah, this deck, this one's actually a little bit mellower than the other Baker. Oh wow, you can really see the damage this got from one day of skating, from the wind, because I was skating with James today, and there was a lot of wind when we were skating. You'll see the video on James's channel with his GoPro camera. We're filming each other at Kent Skate Park, and the wind would keep taking my board out from underneath my feet and slamming it against objects. I went to go ollie down the 6 stair in a line because of all the wind. I just wanted to ollie it, and it took the board out away from under me. It moved it to under my heels or my toes, I forget. And it there's this curb next to it, and it just slammed me into it. I'm really lightweight, and I get blown around by the wind really easily, actually. And my car is actually the same way. My car isn't even a half ton. And in the wind, it's horrible driving that car in the wind. But that's besides the point. Wow, that really... Yeah, I blame the wind on that because, actually, I went to go nollie a gap. I was thinking about nollie flipping it because I've gotten requests to nollie flip a gap, but from trying them with nollie flips, I have them consistent and really level on flat ground, almost every time. But when I go to do one down a gap, it's probably going to be down a 2 or a 3 stair at the most, because I'm afraid that I might not pop right and my board's going to go, yeah, it's not going to go good at all. So that would not be fun. But I went to go nollie this gap over at that park, and when I nollied the board, the wind just kind of just shot my board right out from underneath my feet, and that did not go too well. That was probably one of the slams of the day right there. And the concave of okay, back to the shape of this deck. The concave is very mellow, which is what I like. I was at Envy Skate Shop. I was looking at all these decks, and I was like, okay. And, well, they had a few other Bakers. Like, I was looking at the Shane Hale 8.0 Baker. And I put it next to this one. I compared them. Okay, first thing I looked at when I'm selecting a deck. This is the first thing. Mounting holes. Are they perfectly aligned? Well, they were on both decks. So I was like, all right. On my feet. Now, this is how I choose decks. And I highly recommend that you guys might choose decks like this too. But here's what I do. I put them on the ground next to each other. And I let my feet decide. I'll stand on one. And I'll stand on the other. See how they feel. And my feet told me to buy this one. So I did. Because they feel more comfortable on this deck. The difference was, I think it was mostly the concave. The Shane Hale had a little bit more concave to it. And my feet like the flat boards. Like my feet like my board completely flat, pretty much. And, you know. So I let my feet decide, and it was a great decision. I love skating with this deck. I feel very consistent with it, and it's great. And I want it to last me until like at least Christmas or something. So I'm probably going to be skating mostly indoors. Really hoping to get to go to Changa soon, and it's gonna be nice. Oh yeah, and I'm skating. Oh yeah, I just got new bearings too. I actually got the Shake Junts again for the third time. And so far, so good. I'll skate them until the retainers kind of just bust apart and then the whole bearing just completely shatters. Like what usually happens with me. Bearings are the most common thing I break on my board. Bushing-wise, I have dodos in right now. And this is a little thing that one of my friends showed me. Flip the washer upside down on the top, because I like skating without washers, and I kept busting bushings. So this one dude that I know, his name is Ricky, he was like, man, try your washer upside down, and I was like, okay. So I tried it, and it's great. It feels very responsive. It feels like I almost have like no washers on, and I love it. That guy's a genius. And I can still do Smiths, Feebles just fine, even with that being like that. And it's great. I got Bones STF wheels, you guys know. And independent trucks as always. I'm probably not going to ever try anything else, actually, because I've had other trucks, and I'm not so satisfied with other trucks. These are the only trucks that actually satisfy me. And I actually saw that Independent has the Stage 11s. I saw them. One of my subscribers sent me a link to Skate Warehouse that has Stage 11s, and I will try the Stage 11s when the lows are released. When the Stage 11 lows are released, I will get those, and I will review them. So I'll be doing independent truck reviews, because those are the only trucks I can actually skate good with. And, you know, it is what it is. And, yep, G-codes. Still skating these. Holding up really good. Because I always sand my grip down. This grip is like really smooth now because I sanded it. You know, I just kind of cut it out, apply it how I usually do. And then with a leftover grip, I just kind of fold up and then that's how I do it. And that's what it is, and this deck's great. I like it.